What's up, everyone? It is your girl Katriina Cotton here with Shades of YVR, Vancouver Unfiltered, and you already know what's up, and we got an awesome individual here with me today, so go ahead and let us know your name and what you do.
I go by the name Femi Jr. I'm a Nigerian-born Afrobeats and hip-hop artist based in Vancouver, just doing my thing. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Hell yeah, you already know. The thing is I like about Shades of YVR, we are always supporting local artists, local talented individuals, because this city has so many talent. So let's go ahead and start off. For people who don't know who Femi Jr is, that's the name that you go by, tell them in 3 words, bing bada boom, who you are, because I know that you're an artist and you specialize in Afro beats, but let's get a GIF. Tell them, let's give the magic to the people.
You said 3 words, right?
3 words. How would you describe yourself?
Calm is one.
Okay.
I think I'll probably say introspective, if I'm allowed to say that. Like, I take my time. I like to, And right now, I'm a dreamer. Like,
I love that.
I'll say dreamer. I got a lot of dreams right now.
I love that. That's a great answer. I've never had anyone answer like that before. You got to keep your dreams alive. Okay, cool. So you being an artist, I know that you said you specialize in Afro beats and whatnot. So let's break it down. How did you get into the industry of wanting to do music? What has been your life challenges, struggles, and successes that brought you to who you are today?
So I'm one of those guys that started a little late. You know, I didn't start rapping until I was 21-ish.
That's still early, that's still young.
Hey, I'll take that, right? But I had peers and friends that have been rapping since they was 13, 14, and I used to just be around them, but I didn't get the confidence to actually start writing raps until I was 21. And I always loved music though, like from a young age, as early as I could remember, pops playing music in the house, and then when I was grown enough to, start finding my own music, I was, on it. So I've been listening, and rap was definitely my first, love.
Your first love,
in the music business, so I've been, I started later on. I went to university, studied computer science. So that's that's the line I was towing before, I kind of found this rap thing, and I fell in love with it because I always loved music, right? I just wasn't doing my own music, but I just started one day randomly, wrote some raps and kept practicing, never stopped, and kept progressing, and till now we're here.
Love it. Music runs in the blood. I love that. So who were your inspirations growing up? Did you have any specific artists, individuals, any mentors that you looked up to that you knew, hey, if I have a dream, I can achieve it just like these people?
It's different phases. I've always had different artists. I'll say the first one would be someone called Ebenezer Obey.
Okay.
It's it's a very old man. It's an old Nigerian artist. I was kind of influenced by my dad in that way, because that's the music he used to play in the house. And this guy just had generational music,
that's where
stuff that was way before my time, that I didn't really get to understand all those stories at that time, because I was 9, 10 years old. I was listening to this, 60, 70-year-old man, saying some, deep stuff, but his music, it's a vibe.
Music,
so that was that's the first artist I would say I gravitated towards too.
I love that.
And then, like I said, moving on, when I started finding my own, music, I found Nas.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I found Nas. Nas was it's yo, I could rap like this stuff. The way he put words together, and again, the introspect. I've always just liked people that had a different perspective to life, and you could tell this guy thinks a lot, you know what I mean, and also has a skill to. So Nas, then J. Cole, obviously
Cole,
that,
course,
that family tree. I found J. Cole, later on, obviously, because I was going into university at the time that J. Cole was coming out with around the warm-up mixtape times, 2009, 10, and then ever since, J. Cole was probably the one that actually made me now want to rap, do my own rap music, because I'm I feel like I want to be like this guy.
He's very inspirational. I'll give you
so
that.
So that's not to be too long-winded, but those are the artists I would say kind of inspired me to want to do it. So,
there's so many artists out there. So how would you say the rap or the music industry back then has changed or is different to how it is now? Because I know those were your inspirations back then, and it inspired you to get into the rap game. Has there been any change to it? Because I know a lot of people say there's like mumble rap when Migos first
That's
came
exactly
out.
what I was about to say.
There's a lot of female rappers who are taking over the rap scene. Of course, shout out to our female rappers. You know, gotta support the ladies.
Always.
But what do you think has changed in your retrospect with back
so
then and
kind
now
of
for
in
music?
that line that you were speaking of is more. It's a lot of more melodies. You know, not even. I think even the mumble rappers now we're like kind of past that phase.
I think so too.
And it's now melodies. You know, it's like who has the, the best melodies, melodic rap. Type thing. That's what I would say is kind of like the wave right now. But me, my own angle is, Afrobeats.
Yes.
You get me? I'm Nigerian.
Who doesn't love Afrobeats?
Exactly. You get me? Like I'm Nigerian anyway. Like Afrobeats. That's what I've been listening to. At the same time that I'm talking about that, I've been listening to all these other guys like Nas and this. I was like being bred by the Afrobeats culture. Obviously, like gravitating, back towards it is. It kind of, also gives me, an edge in this. I'm not just rapping on, boom bap or type thing. There's a groove to it. There's a groove to like rapping on Afrobeats. So it can make you move, it can make you dance.
Of course. Afrobeats makes you dance. It's like music to your soul.
Who doesn't love to dance?
Afrobeats. Yes, of
Who
course.
doesn't like to dance?
I love that. So now my next question is, what is your inspiration when it comes to when you write music? You find a melody, you find a beat. You sit down, you get creative, you get imaginary. Like, what is your inspiration when it comes to writing music? What comes to your mind first? A beat, a melody, instrumental? You see something out on the street? Like, what gets you going to be creative like that?
Sometimes you see something out in the street. Like, and that's what does it.
Goes in.
You get me? Like, every song is different. You know, I've made a song in every type of way. Like, I've heard a beat first and then wrote it. I've had an idea, sent it to like a producer because I don't produce. Sent it to like a producer, like, yo, I hear this. What do you hear? Boom. I've been walking on the street and seen a sign, like a billboard, and I see like my life, something. I'm like, ooh, like,
nice.
So like every song is different. It's just like whatever it brings to you in the moment. And then there's also you're just in the studio, like with.
And then you just freestyle.
You just something,
comes to you.
Like with a producer or something, and then something comes up. So it depends. I think for me, it's just like I need to stay authentic, original to whatever is like going on around me or like at the moment. That's like the biggest creative inspiration. Like what is going on in my life.
I think that you're 100% right, because the thing is, authenticity is something that we need. And my last interview that I did with another artist, we talked about being real, being raw. And a lot of artists who are up there, some of them aren't real. Some of them don't even write their own raps. They're getting ghost written, and they're just coming in like they this, they that.
The industry does that to you sometimes.
I know. The money could be good, but it's like at the end of the day, real people, real fans want authenticity. And if you ain't real and you can't relate, it's like, why even bother listening to your music? How can I relate to it? So now my next question is being relatable. I love how you're very authentic. So you are not originally from Vancouver.
No.
So like, explain to me how long you've been in the city. I know that Vancouver is different from your hometown. I know that you've taken some key insights of living in Vancouver. Has that changed the way that you make your music? Because I know like you like to live in the now and be authentic. So when you write music in this day and age and what's around you, has that changed? And do you put culture in your music as well?
Yeah, I do. It has changed, but like not too much, because so like I moved out here 4 years ago, and I would say like at the time, first moving, it's like it wasn't just the creative process. It wasn't like it was just crazy just moving, right?
Yes, of course. Anytime you move to another
just
country,
life, you get me? Like life's just crazy, and obviously like that's gonna affect everything that you're doing, right? So maybe like the first 2 years it was kind of trying to get my feet on the ground, understand what is happening first, and then you can like make music around that. I think now though, like I'm very settled.
Nice.
I know, what kind of music I want to make. I know the mood I'm in. Like I know like the city is inspiring. Like you said, there's a lot of talent in the city. Like there's a reason why, right? So the city, it's a vibe, you know, aesthetics, whatever it is that you want to like find inspiration from. I love the nature out here. Like I'll be going to the, you know, park and just like laying on the grass sometimes.
Yeah, Vancouver is beautiful.
Yeah, that inspires me, you know. So I definitely now I'll say like I'm in a good groove. But again, it would never cause like I was very old, like almost 30 years old when I was moving, right? So as far as culture, like I still have like my Nigerian,
your roots.
You know, culture. Like even in my raps and you know, whatever, I'll still speak like there's something called broken English that we speak back home. I still add a lot of that. There's Yoruba, like which is where I, like my language, like my actual like native language back home. In my raps, I would like put that. I'll put that with the English and everything. You get me? So as far as like culture and all of that, like I'm kind of grounded in that, like you know who I am already. So it's just like now finding, you know, new ways to relate to the city and you know all that.
So being in Vancouver for 4 years, it's obviously a change.
Big change.
Off topic from the music, how are you liking Vancouver? Because we are called Raincouver for a reason.
I just got beat by rain. I just got beat by rain coming here, right?
Vancouver, it rains like half the year.
I don't know if I love the rain, but I don't know. Would I take snow? Nah. Would I take like this level of snow? You know, because it rains every day, right? I wouldn't take. So I would take the rain. Like I like the weather out here. You know, I like the city now. Like I said, and a lot of people say you should go to Toronto, especially because you're doing music or because
I've heard they got a big scene out there.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And obviously, like there are opportunities out there. So like I'm open to anything, but like I'm not like running away from Vancouver, right? Like,
well, you never know. I think like for creative, talented individuals in Vancouver, a lot of people do take step and their foot into Toronto to see what their options are out there. And I think, you know, Toronto's only a few hours away. You might as well take advantage, fly out there and see what's out there. So Toronto peeps, if you're listening, make sure to check him out.
Femi Jr. It's my name.
Check him out on Instagram, on all the social medias.
Exactly.
We always got to support local, talented Canadians, because we're all Canadian here.
We're all Canadian.
I love that. So now let's maneuver over, because I know that you're featured on a song with Shades of YVR called Naso, and I love that. I was listening to it on my way here.
Oh, thank you.
And I love how it's got that tropical Afrobeats island vibe to it. So let me get some more information on the inspiration behind the song or behind your verse.
The tropical thing, like that's actually, I think that might have been the title of the beat or something like that, because I remember seeing that somewhere. Shout out Zay Drees. He produced the beat. He produced the beat. My guy Kwam, he sent me the beat. He sent me the beat. He was like, yo, I'm trying to get you and Oak. Because me and Oak did like a show here earlier. So like, oh, we should make a song together, right? But we kind of, you know, just let things happen, you know, naturally. That's the best way to make music.
Organically, naturally,
exactly. Let things happen naturally at their own time. So he sent me the beat. You know, I took my time. I like the beat. You know, I like the vibe, and then I took my time. I came up with something eventually. Bro was waiting for me like, yo.
It came out good though. Some things need patience. You can't just like hurry up and get it and then throw it out there. I honestly think it was great.
Thank you.
It was great. The inspiration behind it, the people that came together, like you said, it was very organic. And that's just how good music is made. So within that song, if you could pick apart certain parts of that song and make it into a movie scene, walk the viewers into what they would be looking at or watching.
So like the way I've been picturing the song lately is me in the city sometimes. So one of my guys, he teases me about like I make some types of songs that's like loner music, like this guy, loner, you know what I mean? Which is what, like, my verse is very, you know, when I look around, it's like I'm all alone, you know, that kind of thing, and it goes down that lane. So I picture I'm just me, you know, walking the city or like in transit, in the bus, because I'm always in the bus or in the train, just, you know, going to work or something, coming back to work, writing some rhymes
nice everyday hustle.
Exactly, or shooting some content because I be on TikTok shooting content as well. You know,
you go. Okay.
Yeah, that's like the scene, and that's kind of how also the song even came about. I just used to hear the beat and just like be in the city.
I love that.
So I kind of let the city bring it to me like that. Yeah.
There you go. See, I love that. That's what I'm trying to say. Good music comes from the ground up. You gotta grow and let it just do its thing. So tell the people where they can find that song.
The song's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, wherever you stream music.
Yeah.
Shades of YVR featuring Femi Jr OOAK.
Yeah, you guys heard that first.
Out now. Yeah, we're gonna have a video for you as well soon.
Nice, there you go. Yeah, and we're gonna do a video release so that people can check it out, and we're hyping them up. You guys gotta check out the song, especially if you wanna move, dance, rock and roll, whatever you like to do. Because I heard that song, I was like, oh, I like it. The beat is what got me. I was like, okay, this is some fire. This is some fire. Okay, so I know with music, there's a lot of things that come with music and fashion and style, and I see you're a very fashionable individual.
Thank you.
Do you use fashion as your creativeness when you write your music as well, or is that two separate things?
If I'm going to be honest, that's a new thing.
Oh, the fashion. Okay.
Yeah, it's a new thing. I mean, like I like to look nice and all of that stuff, but I think recently is more because I've been getting
interviews?
Comments like that.
Yeah. Oh,
like, oh, you should do this. You should try to venture into this. You should do outfit checks. You should do that. So it ties in.
Yeah.
This is a very random thing. Like it came about like very randomly. I was actually this time last year, Christmas. I just walked into a store. I just walked into a store in Metro Town.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it because I wanted to because I thought, oh, I'm gonna be wearing this for my, music or anything. It just looked like funny to me. It looked like silly to me. I'm like,
but that's the style.
I like
that's
silly
what
stuff.
Fashion is right now. It's crazy.
And the first time I used it in like a music video, I got a lot of comments about it. Like,
nice.
Yo, I love this.
See, there you go.
And then I just kept, wearing it. I kept wearing it, and it's stuck. So I'm like, I'm stuck. I love it. And now it's merch, and now we're gonna, roll it out and sell it as merch.
I love that.
So, hey man, it's going.
That's what I'm saying with fashion. If you're not really a fashionista yourself, sometimes you'll see certain pieces in a store and you're like, oh, I like that. That looks cute, or I could rock that, or you're not even thinking about what you can wear it. But then it becomes a fashion piece and a fashion statement. And that's why I said when you walked in, I was like, I like the look.
Yeah, thank you.
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, you put it together. This is who you are. But I love the story behind it, where you just I walked into a store and I bought it. And then look at the good feedback that you got. That's just how fashion is in general. And talking about fashion, I'm wearing Shades of YVR, their hoodie. And if y'all don't know, you guys got to check them out on all social media platforms. They got t-shirts, hoodies, tote bags. Support local artists and support Shades of YVR. And I'll tell you, one thing I do like about this hoodie is the material. And if you are a hoodie and you're obsessed with hoodies, you already know. The hood is where it's at. It's like a virtual hug. If you know, you know.
Fire. I gotta get
Shades of YVR, check it out.
Check it out. I gotta get one of these too.
Check it out. Yes. You gotta support. So I love that. I love how you're all about music. You're all about being creative, authentic, real, and raw.
Appreciate.
So now let's get into how I mentioned about your upbringing, your struggles, and whatnot. Have you ever had a key moment in your life where you were maybe at your lowest, or you thought, okay, this music industry or rap career is not going to work for me, and you had a turn of events where something in you, it was your spirit that pushed you and said, don't give up, you can do this?
Ooh. I didn't know we're going to go like that.
We going deep. This is Vancouver Unfiltered. That's what we do.
I just want to have fun, man. I don't want to start talking like, oh, that.
No, I slowly ripped the Band-Aid off. I got him comfortable, and I'm like, we want to know.
She got me. All right.
We want to know. Let's go.
Thinking, we're just gonna be, having fun, and now we gotta talk about all this. But because that question resonates with me a lot. Because because I mean, I've had a lot of moments where it's like, nah, quit. That has come up like a lot of times in my journey. But at some point I'm like, I was just never able to quit. Like I would say, I quit, and I'll find myself, in the studio or, hearing a beat and just writing.
Like right back at it.
Exactly, like right before. So right before I left Nigeria in 2021,
yeah,
I dropped an EP called Certified Stories, and before I dropped that EP, before I dropped like that EP, I was pretty sure I was done with music. You know, like mentally, I was pretty sure I wasn't doing anything. And then there was just a month of I was just inspired. Like I don't know.
This was right before you left Nigeria?
Yeah, this is right before I left Nigeria. That's when I dropped the project. Right.
Wow.
I was just inspired, and I made like so much music that I wasn't planning to make. Because again, like mentally, I was like locked out, and then for some reason, I was just inspired to make a project. Like, and those songs kept coming, and then made it in like very short span, like a month. Yeah. Put it out. Yeah. And then the feedback. So that's what always kind of. Before I eventually understood that, bro, you're here to do music, and that's what you should do. Yeah. What the thing that kept me like coming back was always the feedback. Wow. You know, it was always like pretty like intense. What people would tell me like, yo, nah. Wow. This is like fire. You know, like people would send me bare messages of like, yo, this is what you should be doing. You're wasting your time doing this. You're wasting your time doing this. But you know, it's like people could tell you all that stuff until you do like, get it and tap into it. You wouldn't do like what you actually need to do to make it happen, right? So, yeah, the feedback definitely helped me, kind of after the Certified Stories EP, even though I left the country at that time, right? It stuck in my head like, yo, this is, this is it. So when the time comes and maybe you settle down in Canada or something, this is what you gotta,
Wow, that's an inspiration. Yeah. That is, because I would say that, to myself as well, I'm a local artist. I do acting, voiceovers. I'm not in the music industry, but just being in the entertainment industry itself, you're gonna have so many highs, you're gonna have so many lows.
It's crazy.
And I honestly think when you get to a point where you're at your lowest, you just want to give up. Like, I don't want to do this. It's hard work. This isn't my life. I'm just going to go back to a 9 to 5, make money that just comes constantly. But then it's like you're a talented individual. You're hiding yourself from the world, and it's like God has put everyone on this earth. I always say this for some reason. And everyone has their own reason, their own talent, their own purpose. And it's like one day we will soon realize that. And you can realize that now in your early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 80s, whatever it may be. But it's like before you leave this earth, you have to make a mark. Yeah. And I love how you said right before you left, you dropped all this music because you were so inspired. Yeah. And then you came back to it once you were settled in Canada. And that's crazy. Yeah. Because with time, things always has a place, and the right timing is the right purpose.
Timing is the right timing.
I love that. Okay, before we go, let's go ahead and let the viewers know. Let us know any upcoming things that we can look forward to. What does your future look like? What's the new music? What's the new collabs that we can expect?
There's a lot of music. This year I was a little quiet as far as releasing music. Yeah. I was just like working on a lot of like the other things, live shows and just administrative stuff. Yeah. But next year, projects like God, so help me God. I could drop like 3 projects next year, man. Like, I don't even care, but as of right now, what's actually planned is an EP called Van City Boy.
Oh, Van City Boy.
Van City Boy. Okay. And it's just a very it's one of those organic projects. Like, I'm just gonna let the wind take me. Nice. A very collaborative project. We have a couple songs already made that I'll have a couple Vancouver artists on them. Okay. Yeah, already, because this year I was really active and outside, linked up with a lot of
networking, connecting,
rappers, Afrobeats, exactly that word. Yeah, for sure.
We do a lot of that out here.
For sure. So I want to make a project and just like work with a bunch of artists.
Nice. Well, you guys heard that. Yeah. If you're in the Vancouver area, check him out. He wants to connect with local artists. Yep. And that's what I said. I think that when you meet up with other local artists, everyone's all about connecting and networking because everyone's in their own individual lane. No one's in competition. Yep. And if you believe that you're in competition, you are in the wrong lane or in the wrong industry. That's because we're all here to help each and every one of us.
That's right.
Last thing, let the people know where they can find you on all platforms.
Yeah, Spotify, Femi Jr, Femi space Jr as in Junior. Don't call me Junior though. You hear me? Femi Jr. Instagram, OLUFEMIJR_. Same on TikTok, same on Twitter.
There we go.
All of that.
There we go. We got a bright, shining, upcoming artist. Make sure you guys go ahead, support, like, and follow. And of course, give your feedback because we want to hear the feedback on his music because you never know. He may blow up within the next, well, we only got like, what, 2 weeks till 2025? He may blow up in 2026.
Amen.
You never know.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for allowing me to interview you.
No, thank you.
We had a great time. Once again, my name is Katriina Cotton with Shades of YVR, Vancouver Unfiltered. Check out their merch. Support.
Yep.
And you know what? We can't wait to see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.